What can be learned from Hurricane Sandy? Find out next. Alright guys, I've been doing some thinking, reading up on the aftermath of Hurricane Sandy. Heard a ton of different news stories. Saw live footage, not live footage, but footage they got from New York City. And it's pretty crazy, more crazy than I expected it to be. Now personally, I don't really care about New York City. They can just wash away because they gave the rest of New York State a bad name. So anyway, what you see in front of you is Mountain House stuff. Here's green beans, corn, scrambled eggs with bacon. And I will be buying more of these because at beprepared.com these are 33% off. They're 21 bucks instead of 31. So I'm going to buy a bunch more while they're on sale. But basically what we can learn is you have to be prepared, have some extra food, have extra water. I would have got my water out, but it's stashed away and there's so much crap. But I have a bunch of water stored up. Small things like this, 21 to 30 bucks depending on which brand you get. Not which brand, but which kind you get. It can make a difference between being prepared or having nothing. Also having batteries, flashlights, because one of the main things that stood out when I was listening to the news and seeing the stories was that this apartment in New York City was pitch black. Nothing worked, and even on the brightest day, if you turned down the hallway, it was pitch black. So even just having a spare flashlight with one package of batteries, that could definitely help. And specifically because it hit the Northeast, which for hurricane is very uncommon. It's mainly down in the Carolinas or Florida or in the Gulf Coast. Definitely not up on Jersey Shore, which I'm not disappointed that happened. I'm actually kind of happy because they deserved it, and it's been a long time coming. But in a general statement, there's a lot to be learned. Doesn't matter where you are. Expect a hurricane in Kansas. That's basically what I'm getting at. Don't always expect that the area you're in, you're safe from one element, like a volcano or earthquake, because that can happen anywhere. Not a volcano obviously, but earthquakes, tornadoes, twisters, just natural stuff. Doesn't matter where you are. New York City probably would never thought they would have had a hurricane this bad, because I know it was either earlier this year or last year that they got hit with a hurricane, but wasn't nearly as bad. So just be prepared. Learn from this, even if you weren't affected by it. I wasn't affected by it. I'm much too far inland to get that hit that bad. Basically, buy things here or there, put them back. It doesn't have to be a lot. Just spend 20 bucks a month on extra supplies for a disaster, especially if you're in the north. Definitely take into consideration snow, blizzards, power outage. As soon as you open your door with a power outage in the wintertime, 20-25 degrees, that house will be cold until the power comes back on. But just some things to think about. learn from the disasters. As you can see, Hurricane Katrina. Not many people learned from that. Some did, but apparently not in New York City.